Alex White here, bringing you daily interviews with the monsters of the world. I am down here in the Underdark. Oh, what's that? Oh, looks like a Mindflayer. Let's go talk to him. So, what's it like in a typical day as a Mindflayer?
Well, I wake up in the morning. I go have a little breakfast. Usually it's somebody I've caught. Somebody, I mean something that I've caught the previous day. I eat the breakfast. It's kind of similar in consistency to a protein shake. If you've ever had one of those, with some raw egg mixed in.
Okay.
And then go get in the shower because I don't know if you humans have any like equivalent of greasy tentacle smell, but it's pretty bad. You get brain juices everywhere, and it's pretty bad. After my shower, I go into my office. I do a little arcane research. Find some spells, things like that.
Okay.
And then at about that time every day, there's some group of random adventurers, elves, half-orcs, human, and they just bust down my door. Do you know how expensive it is to replace a door every day? It's really expensive.
Honestly, I have no idea how expensive it is, but I can guess it can get pretty expensive.
Yeah, and I mean, they're heavy doors. It's not like... And if they knocked, I would probably open it. Who knows? It might be Girl Scouts. Now, Girl Scout brains are pretty good.
I have one question for you.
Yeah.
When these adventurers break down your door very rudely,
yes, very.
How do you take care of them? Do you throw them off your property? Do you call guards?
It depends.
What do you do to get them out?
It depends. I have my stable of thralls, who I've basically... I don't want to say mind controlled because it has such a negative connotation.
That does.
But I've offered them a deal and they accepted, and they basically do whatever I want, and they don't get any benefits. All they get to do is continue living, and it's a pretty great deal for them because I could just eat them.
That is a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
And that is a pretty big benefit for them.
Exactly.
So, another question that I have is, you said something about arcane research. Now, is that something you can speak about, can't speak about,
Most of my work is under non-disclosure agreements, but I'm working on something pretty big. It's big, it's important, and in the next few years or so, all of you humans should hear about it through other infected humans.
Okay.
I mean,
wait.
Not to drop any bombs or anything. I'm going off my... is that going to be in the interview?
No,
can you cut that out?
I'll cut that out.
Thank you.
I'll cut that out.
That's
So, one thing that I've heard over many years of, interviewing people, talking to different people, is that they've told me that mind flayers are monsters.
You know what?
Can you get some insight?
That is so racist. I've heard that. Some of these people that kick down my door, they're kicking it down not even because they don't like me. They're kicking it down because they heard that I have these tentacles growing out of my face. That I eat people's brains.
Do you?
That's not the point. If you're gonna attack somebody just because of what they eat, you know what that makes you? That makes you a racist, sir.
Now, how exactly does that make you a racist? You're not attacking their race, you're attacking their diet.
See, but it's racist because they call me a monster for something that I have to eat. And you know what? It's not like I go out and hunt them in their lands for food. No.
They come to you.
Yeah, exactly. They come to me. They invade my home. Don't I have the right to stand my ground and defend my way of life.
You know, thinking about it, as a homeowner myself, if someone were to barge into my house, you know what I do? I kill them.
Exactly. See?
Because I have things to protect, and I don't think it's wrong to kill people who trespass you and trespass on your property and try to kill you. Now,
Exactly.
one final question is, you know, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, oh man, that's always a hard question. Well, I see myself. There's one or two ways this will go. Because when my people die, our brains usually end up in the giant pool. And that brain eats other brains, and if an adventurer is stupid enough to try to come close, it eats them, and as they eat, they grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So in 5 years, I see myself either being right here after successfully completing my research and being set for life on that, on royalties from that, or I see myself in the brain tank eating other brains, doing brain things, you know?
Yeah, I feel you on that. You know, sitting down here and talking with you has gave me some insight on the Mindflayer world. And pretty much what I can gather is you're just misunderstood.
Thank you.
You know, it's very rude for people to come and barge down your door, mistreat you, say these horrible things about your people, when really they just need to sit down and get to know you.
Now, I have one question for you. Can I ask it?
Sure.
Why are you wearing that metal helmet?
Um,
Is it because you don't trust me?
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's the you don't trust me.
It's the same.
No, I know, I understand. I
It's under
get
the
it.
same-
You're a little racist. I get it. Everybody's a little racist.
You're born
I
that
mean,
way.
I've got a thing against elves. I hate them.
Everyone does.
They taste so green. Like, it's not cool. Anyways.
Well, thank you for letting me come here, interview you, and get your story out.
Thank you.
I hope this will help you and make people leave you at peace to study your research and just go throughout your life.
By the way, if any of you adventurers that are listening to this are down in the Underdark, if you take the third turn into the big circular cavern and then go about halfway around that, there's going to be a big iron door. It's usually unlocked. Just come right on in.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Now you know where to go. Thank you for joining us today.